Nothing adds up. I agree. Let me see if I can get Hannah to connect. Hannah.
Hey, I'm sorry, this is my girlfriend's account. My name's Jaden.
Well, hi, Jaden. What a surprise. We thought we were talking to a Hannah.
No, my hand is right here.
Okay, that's fine. Everybody, welcome Jaden. Now, I don't want to ask you really any personal questions, but the matter at hand obviously is Quentin is missing. So how you know these people really isn't of any concern. But what can you tell us? Because all the red flags are pointing straight to Leilani.
So, my personal take on it is I don't think she hurt the kid, but I used to babysit her with Zane all the time. She was pretty neglectful of him.
Well, now, hold on. How old is Zane? You're going to have to go real slow with this. This is the first time we've talked about this case. So Zane is how old?
Zane is the oldest out of the 3 kids. I think he's about 2. He was born January something 2019. That's about yeah.
So he's coming on 3 years old. Quentin's coming on 2 years old. Do they have the same father?
No, 3 different baby daddies.
Okay.
3 completely different.
It was really cute how you said my Hannah is right here, by the way. So we're not, from what I understand, the police do not think that there's an abduction. They've already said there's no Amber Alert because there's no abduction.
Well, they said the FBI was out there because there could be a possible abduction, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, the FBI is going to get involved anytime a child's missing, period. Well, the card unit's going to find out if there was an abduction.
Yeah, I actually spoke with a detective earlier today because
Hello? Jaden?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It cut out for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so you babysat for Zane. When did you stop babysitting for Zane?
I'd say about after the time. So she had went to go to BioLife, which is a place around here you can donate plasma for money. And
so she's in plasma. Is that her job?
No. I don't know. She's very. I don't know. I think she might have had a job, but apparently the babysitter goes there even when she's not working.
I understand that. I heard that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if she had a job at all. All I know is that the last time I babysat that baby was about a year and a half ago. I stopped babysitting that baby when she left me there, and she said she was going to pay me, and she didn't leave me with no baby wipes, and she never told me to use no. She wanted me to use wet paper towels, but she never told me to use it. But she was claiming stuff. But it was just a lot. It's hard to think back on. She's just very neglectful and doesn't take care of her child right. So yeah. That day Zane sat with a dirty diaper, and then her best friend came to the house I was babysitting Zane at, which was her boyfriend's house, and found out that he had a rash, and we had to go and get wet paper towels and just a bunch of shit.
Do you know? Okay, so now Zane is with his grandmother now.
Yes.
So obviously, Child Protective Services had to get involved because she doesn't even have wet wipes around.
Yeah, and most likely, I think Zane, I believe, when the reason that she has the grandma has custody of all 3 kids.
Uh-oh, Jaden cut out again. By the way, Quentin's biological father he's not a suspect. He wasn't anywhere in the area.
They actually, have you heard this, that they didn't know who Quentin's biological father was? They had to do a DNA test or something?
I did. I saw that in the child support paperwork.
Yeah, we actually think we know who me and my friends have been communicating. We actually think we know who it is.
Well, then who is this person that they ruled out? Is she saying that?
Because if this is the person, he definitely had nothing to do with it.
Why?
He's just not, he has his own kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his own kids. He don't have nothing to do with her, probably for not 2 years.
But do you think it's someone that she's just saying this is Quentin's father, but he's not? Because they did come out and say, law enforcement said that the father he wasn't anywhere around. They're not worried about him.
Yeah, he's really not. Because there's 2 possible people. There's only 2 possible people that it could be.
To be Quentin's father?
Yes.
But I mean, it doesn't look like they're hot on the heels for Leilani and wanting to get to know their son, so they wouldn't come and just grab him.
Yeah.
Somebody in the house between boyfriend and mom would have to know that they grabbed Quentin. What do you make? Okay, so you're going to know this way more than me. All right, does grandma have custody of Quentin or not?
Grandma has custody of Quentin. Grandma has custody of all 3.
Oh, even the baby that was just born?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Leilani is on drugs, and I'm pretty sure she might have got involved with the defects case. My phone keeps locking. Let me put my phone on the charger. When it locks, I cut out.
That's okay.
Okay. What last thing did you hear?
Your phone. You said you had to put your phone on the charger. All right. So Grandma Billy, right?
Yes.
Billy has custody of all the children because Leilani's on drugs.
Yes.
Is this a known fact, or you just think she's on drugs?
This is a known fact.
That's what I'm getting from all the Facebook comments and everything. So what? Okay. So hang on. Do you know? And if you don't know, don't say. What was Quentin doing with his mother then? Was it like visitation? Hello, Jaden?
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. That keeps happening.
No, you're okay. Don't worry about it.
They all live together.
Okay, that's why I was asking. I heard they lived together. Then I heard that she got evicted. But then I heard that the eviction notice was from her own mother. I want to get all this straight because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Grandma ain't pitch perfect either, but she cares. I don't know what I could say.
Grandma evicted her last month.
Yes.
But she's still at the house.
Yes, but I just read that they just gave her the eviction like a couple of days ago, or today actually. Not today, maybe yesterday.
They all live in the same house. All right, so this is what we had from Twitter. Court documents uncovered by News 3 show last month, September, Leilani Simon Quinton's mom told police she was on probation. Leilani, her boyfriend, and kids were served with an eviction notice. Now, grandma's not trying to evict the kids. Her mother said no one was living in peace. Now it makes sense. She doesn't have any peace because she wants them out, the adults out, not the
Well,
kids.
I was talking to ex-boyfriend of Leilani, and apparently Leilani actually be beating on homeboy, the boy, her boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, be beating on him.
What's she beating him for?
I don't know. I really don't know. It could be mutual. It could be just her, but she used to beat on ex-boyfriend too. I mean, I won't get into it, but I was just sleeping over at my homeboy's house one day, and she busted in, hitting on him in the morning.
Just when he was asleep, she just came and started beating on him?
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
So now this is boyfriend. Is the baby that she had in July, is this boyfriend's baby?
This is a boyfriend she's with now's baby, yeah.
Okay, so because on Facebook her name is Leilani Youngkin.
Yeah.
All right, and that's his name. What's his first name? I forgot.
I think it's Daniel.
Daniel Youngkin. Okay, good. That's what I had written down. Is he a rapper? Because I saw that he updated his YouTube the same day that Quinton went missing. Or does he play one on YouTube?
He might be a rapper. I'm not sure who he is. I only know about her first baby daddy.
Okay. Now, how do you know her? Period. Like, did you go to high school with her? Do you live together, live around each other, or not together?
Well, where I used to live at in Savannah, my friends out there, he's not my best friend, he's like my brother. I met her through him because they used to date. That's pretty much it. We knew each other for about almost a year, and then they broke up, and she stopped coming around. And when they broke up, it was just a lot of crazy stuff. Like, I'll tell you right now, I've seen like firsthand the abuse she puts that child through.
Zane or Quinton?
Quentin was never around when we were friends. That was about 2 years ago, yeah, year and a half ago. This is why I'm saying, like, this baby is. She tried to use this. She manipulated with this baby when the baby was in the womb. She tried to tell ex-boyfriend, my friend, my brother, that was his baby. Try to manipulate him, knowing damn well that isn't his baby. So this baby's had it hard even since the womb.
Wow. Where is Leilani now?
She's home.
And her mom's there too, right?
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that CPS or the police didn't make her leave the house.
You see where they said they had they searched another property they owned?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's she used to rent that trailer from her parents. There was a trailer over there right next to the house, like a couple of ways down the road. Yeah, it's a trailer they had to break into. I guess they evicted her out of that trailer too, because she wasn't paying on it. We used to hang out there all the time, bonfires, whatever. So it's a common occurrence with her, it seems like.
Okay, so we have drugs and domestic violence. Obviously, grandma knows what's up because she evicted her, yet she's still there. It's almost impossible, even when it's your own home, to get rid of someone. Believe it or not, this could take 6 months to get her out of there. Okay, so her and Daniel are still at the house.
Yes. That's
okay.
Correct.
Now, you said you saw firsthand the abuse that she put Zane through. Now, what was the timeline for grandma getting custody of Zane, and where was Leilani living at the time?
I'm not sure about the custody of Zane. I just know that she had Zane on and off. She'd have Zane for like 2 weeks, and then like for like 3 weeks she wouldn't have Zane, and he'd be with her mom. I was never sure about the custody thing. She might have got DFACS involved and ended up losing custody of her kids after we stopped being friends. But she's always had her mom watch Zane. That's all I know, is like for weeks at a time. So basically custody.
Okay. Now, when you told her, I'm not watching Zane anymore, you don't even have wet wipes here, he's got a rash, you're not paying me. Now, also, you said something, and I don't know if I misheard. Did she like not come back or something? Was she supposed to be back at a certain time and she just left you there?
Oh, dude, yeah, they were supposed to be back. So yeah, they were gone for like 3 or 4 hours, and I was not expecting it. Yeah, it was a long time. Didn't pay me for none of it. Gave me about like 4 or 5 cigarettes. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Do you know about this? Rita said, Chatham County incident report last month. Quentin's uncle. Do you know Quentin's uncle? I understand that there's a brother in jail. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, he went there for slaughtering somebody.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think he went there for murder. That's what I heard, or what I know of. I don't know much about that. He was never really around that. I know of him. I don't know him personally.
Okay. And so he's been in jail since like 2013. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. He's in there for murder.
Yeah, he's not getting out.
Mm-mm.
Goodness. Okay, so wow. All right, so brother's in jail for murder. Leilani's got a slew of problems, and now little Quinton is missing?
That is correct. It's a lot. I wouldn't expect her to hurt the child, but I definitely expect her to freak out if that child did something to itself and not want to take blame for it. Because, okay, trash pickup day was the day that they got reported. Quentin was reported missing. But I mean, that would just to me that just lines up too perfect. So, and if the grandparents were out of town, maybe something happened to Quentin the day before.
Yeah, because I did read that Billy was in Illinois for work. Was Grandpa with her?
Grandpa, I don't know what Grandpa was doing. I think Grandpa travels a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't there. They were always out of town. When they had a house on that road that I don't think that's the same house. The same house that this all happened at. I don't think it's the same house they had. They had another house there. It was just a house that sat there because they were always gone.
My God, my God. I did see an article where grandma said that, her mind is going a million different places, and it did occur to her that her own daughter could have done something to Quentin.
Yeah. No, there is a pool in the backyard, but I still don't think that child can open the doors. And even so, I don't think the oldest would have been able to open the door for the child, nor open the door for Quentin at all. So
I think Quentin can't even open doors.
Yeah,
but now some neighbors, there was a neighbor that gave an interview. We'll watch it later. That said that she wouldn't be on camera, but you could tell she was very upset. And she said she's seen him wandering around before, like, outside of the house.
Yeah, I know, and I wish they still lived in that old house because the old house had cameras all around it, but there's no cameras at this house, and I'm just wondering what's going on because they used to have cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's crazy.
I definitely
don't think that she hurt the kid, but I definitely do think that something happened to her, the kid. And,
what about boyfriend? Do you know him very well? I mean, we're not accusing anybody of anything here. We're having a conversation.
Yeah.
ICI Dive said he woke up and he was too tired to deal, overreacted, and something happened. She said, let's go to the landfill. I mean, called 911, about 2 hours after the trash picked up.
Huh. No, I do not know the boyfriend personally. I do not.
Have you, not to tell tales out of school, have you heard anything about him?
I have not heard anything. I know he's on drugs too. I know that. So that's about it. I know he's on drugs too. And I know that they argue all the time and they fight and they tear her grandma's house up. That's all I know is that they're it's a mutual domestic violence going on.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, Nature Babe has a question. Do they even have a vehicle? How do these two get around?
Yeah, they have. I think she might still have her same white truck. It was a Ford, little F-150, single cab. They do get around because I was talking to my friend about it earlier. How my friend knows the place. She always hits my friend up because he knows where to go to get the drugs. My friend doesn't do the drugs, but he knows where to go and get them. So they pick him up.
Do you know what kind of drugs Leilani and Daniel are into? Because, some people are speculating that maybe little Quentin got up and he got into their drugs.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I think the one who's been in contact with her the most is saying cocaine, but one says dope, which is meth. But yeah, it probably might be both, to be honest with you, coke and meth. But the cocaine around Savannah right now it's a place with fentanyl as well. So that if little Quentin did get into that coke, a little bit, you would have been in the ER with a DPAX case on you, but you get a little bit of fentanyl on that. Little Quentin, yeah, it's not working out good.
Now, where do these two non-employed individuals get money for their habit? Are they stealing?
Listen, they do a lot. They probably do a lot. They used to back in the day. We never had money. None of us had jobs, but for some reason they always had a gram of weed, or they always had a way to get some gas money. They always had something. I don't know how.
Well, now Leilani, she's on probation. Is it for was it? I heard robbery, but stealing from somebody, obviously.
Probably stealing. Most likely stealing. If not stealing, maybe something to do with the drug use. Maybe the reason why she doesn't have custody of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Could be do that.
ICI Dive said hustlers gotta hustle. Well, your stuff, you need your stuff. Most concerning, though, is where is Quentin?
Exactly.
Where is little Quentin? How far away can a 20-month-old get?
That's the thing I've been worried about. No, the dogs, like dogs didn't smell nothing. They don't see nothing with the thermal. Like, what happened? Is it kind of like that one case where the kid was actually just in the basement, but they searched through the whole entire house and didn't find Quentin? Like, it's just crazy.
Well, the case you're referring to is Summer Wells, and I don't think she was ever in the basement.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, how far could you have gotten with your kid? Like, what did you do with them? And they were even taking pictures inside the trash can, and it doesn't seem like they found anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also we have a time gap. Supposedly Daniel gets up, can't find Quentin. Then she calls after 9 o'clock to report Quentin missing. I'm really not sure what spurred that, but they had already told the babysitter that morning before these discoveries to not come babysit. The babysitter said, even if they aren't working, in quotes, because I don't know what the hell they do, that she would still go babysit.
Yeah. Because the grandma don't trust them. They do drugs. That's the whole entire reason. Like, that's how, even when we were hanging around, be like, oh, can you go watch Zane in there for about an hour, this or that? And let me tell you another thing that I forgot to mention. So when the baby gets fussy, okay, let me tell you, Zane was a really, really like chubby kid, like above, like in the like 21st percentile, like as a baby. Like, baby gets fussy, feed that baby as much as she would feed that baby as much as she could. Or if she's trying to go to sleep, she would load that baby up with NyQuil. So I was also thinking that what if she gave that baby too much medicine?
Like, do you know what kind of medicine?
NyQuil.
NyQuil? You mean like Benadryl or like real NyQuil?
They straight up NyQuil. That's what they used to do to Zane. Or she used to do to Zane.
Oh. NyQuil knocks me out. And I'm 130 pounds.
Yeah, I know. it's a strong thing for a baby.
Don't you find it a little odd? Well, I know you do. I'm not asking it like that. Good God. That the day the babysitter doesn't come to watch the kids, which the babysitter watches the kids whether, the parents have anything to do or not, is the day that Quentin goes missing and can't be found.
And they texted her so early up in the morning. It's just like they had it all planned out.
All right, to get everybody up to speed, we're going to listen to the babysitter's interview.